Oh my god. Hello and welcome to my channel. Guys, I'm so excited, like I'm actually so excited. We're gonna be doing a reading vlog of a full-on series, like a whole trilogy. It's The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. My history with like the Shadowhunters universe is kind of weird, so people are gonna hate me, but the thing that got me into the Shadowhunters world was the TV show, but I never read the Mortal Instruments, and I still haven't. Okay, want to know the first Shadowhunters book that I read? Literally right there, Chain of Gold, the whole of the Last Hours series. I know that reading them first has probably spoiled a lot of what's going to happen in this. I'm kind of just reading it because I want to kind of understand these characters, because people say this is the best of Cassandra Clare and the best Shadowhunter books, and the ratings on Goodreads are like insane, like 4.5 for all of them. Like, what do you mean? I hope you enjoy this video. Yeah, let's get into The Infernal Devices. Hi. My eyes keep watering, so one of my wings in my eyeliner has come off. She got quite far, to be honest. I'm on page 383. It didn't feel like I was reading that much when I was reading it, but like I clearly was. I am very much enjoying it. It just doesn't give me like that warm feeling that like Chain of Gold did. Like, I don't know whether it's just because the characters are only just really meeting, interacting. They've never even heard of each other, a lot of them. Whereas in Chain of Gold, like obviously we've already got set units of people and people who know of people and all that jazz. But in this one, like obviously Tessa has come over from New York. She's kind of just like getting introduced to all of these people. Will's a little frosty, I'm gonna be honest. Guys, he's very frosty. What is his issue? Like, can somebody let me know? I feel like we've just kind of been thrown into it. Like, why has the London Institute got like no one in it? Where are the adults? Charlotte and Henry, per. They see any chemistry between them two? Obviously, like, they're not really like a super full-on couple. But you would think, since they're the only married couple, would kind of get a bit of a backstory or some sort of insight into them and their relationship, but we haven't really gotten that yet. To be honest, guys, I'm actually probably going to finish this today. Let's keep reading. I finished it. Just have one thing to say. Why did nobody tell me that Will is probably the worst person I've ever read about? Why did no one tell me that? In the last 100 pages of this book, I have never actually hated somebody and the way they treat people more. There'll be an explanation for this in the next two books, because what the is his problem? Really, really liked it. I really, really liked it. The storyline of the whole Clockwork, dead people vibes. I've got to be honest, I do like Will and Tessa. Love Jem. He's actually just perfect. I love him. I ummed and ahed on what to rate this book, because it's nothing compared to like Chain of Gold for me, Chain of Iron. It's not on that level, but it was still a really great reading experience and I really enjoyed it. So I did end up giving it 5 stars. It just didn't feel like a 4. A 4 is like, she was great, but there is something missing, and I just feel like there was not really anything missing from it. Book number 1 of 3, 5 stars. Let's keep on going with this series and see if I actually end up liking Will, because what is his issue? Hi guys, so been a couple of days and I'm up to page 155 of Clockwork Prince. We've finally got to learn why Will is so reluctant to even accept that he likes Tessa or that he loves Tessa. He has just admitted that he loves her. I'm not sure how, and you don't actually know that much about her. We finally learned about the curse that he got as a child, and they keep on mentioning the fact that Tessa is barren. Like, whenever it's mentioned, Will keeps looking at her and I'm like, Okay, can we stop like making her feel so bad about that? Like, it's not her fault. We're not even fully sure what she is. We think she's a warlock, but at the same time we don't know who her dad is. Actually, I've just gotten ready to go to work, so I'm going to take this with me because it's quiet at work, so I'm gonna try and read some. I'm gonna take this with me, get a little bit of reading done, and I'll do an update. I actually managed to read a fair chunk at work. I am giggling and kicking my feet. Jem Carr says the way I actually adore him. We've just had the whole scene of him and Tessa finally like kissing, and then he kind of has a little freak out and then kicks her out, which, you know, not ideal. We all know she's gonna end up with Will. We all know that, but I do love Jem. I love Jem so much, guys. I can't even explain. That was my little update for now. I'm literally obsessed with Jem. Can't believe we just had that scene. Let's see what's gonna happen. I finished Clockwork Prince, and I'm gonna be honest, I think I like this more than the first one. I just like the whole way the story went, like the things that the characters were going to do, that we kind of had like something that they needed to do within a deadline, because it's like, are they gonna do it? They didn't, but and to be honest, guys, this book, the reason I loved it so much, it's this guy right here. Jem is such a good character, and I have read love triangles before, but this is the first love triangle where I genuinely was like, at the end of this book I was like, holy, like, what is she gonna do? I know what she's gonna do. And it's already breaking my heart because I love Jem so much. Like, it's horrific at this point. Overall, I gave this book a 5 stars, and I only have one book left now, so a bit nervous as to if that is gonna also be a 5, because these two have been a 5. Yeah, we did have Will and Tessa moments, but I just don't. If she goes on about the colour of Will's eyes anymore, I'm genuinely going to scream. You engaged. Shut the f up about his eyes. I'm going to start Clockwork Princess today. Guys, my head is literally Shadowhunters, Shadowhunters, Shadowhunters. I have binged these books. Am I a Shadowhunter? Or Jem? So far, 5-star series. Love it. And I'm very excited to go on to the 3rd one and give my overall thoughts for this book series, and I will get back to you with any updates that I have. A little update. I am on page 131. Jem is dying. Yeah, I'm not too pleased about that one. All the Yinfen has gone out of the country. Like, Mortmain has literally ran it dry. Will and Tessa are now trying to find some sort of cure. They've gone to Magnus. Magnus is going to help. I don't really know what's going to happen with Jem, because I have read Chain of Gold. I know that he becomes a Silent Brother, but then he says that the runes of Silent Brothers will end up killing him. I don't know what's going to happen, honestly. I've currently got Rain Ambiance on YouTube in the background. I love that when I read. That was my update. I'm up to page 131. This is the biggest one. It's 600 pages, so it might take me a little bit, guys. I haven't had much chance to read, but I am going to get through this, I promise you. I promise you. Oh my god, it's actually not going well. The Infernal Devices. Oh my god. I finished Clockwork Princess yesterday, so that means I finished the whole of the Infernal Devices, read them all in a row. My brain is boggled. I'm going to discuss my thoughts on Clockwork Princess first, and then I will go over like the whole series and just talk about what my thoughts and feelings are on it, because I have a lot of feelings. Finished Clockwork Princess yesterday. This is the longest book in the series. She concluded it so well with this. Guys, I don't even want to talk about the epilogue. If I talk about the epilogue, I will actually start crying, because I kept welling up yesterday whenever I would think about it. It's just Jem, like genuinely, Jem as a character, like, I adore him. He's stunning. In this book, we start off with Gabriel and Gideon's and Tatiana's dad turning into a worm. That was a bit random. and then they moved to the Institute. Cecily's now there as well, Will's sister. So we've got like a bunch of, not new characters necessarily, but like ones we're going to learn more about. Then we had like a big old battle. Tessa gets taken and Will basically goes on the hunt for her whilst Jem is dying. Even though that's what he wanted, it really broke my heart. I do love Tessa and Will. And I understand Tessa and Will, and they are very, very similar people, but I genuinely loved Jem and Tessa.
That's my opinion!
I just felt like their love was so natural and it grew so much over time, and I just wish that they got to be married. He dies. He doesn't actually die. This is the thing. He becomes a silent brother. I knew he was going to become a silent brother because they mentioned him enough times in Chain of Gold. I'm surprised that they managed to do it and it didn't kill him, but you know what, I'll take anything. I will take anything. I did enjoy the story, but it just felt like a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of back and forth with the Consul and Charlotte, like letters. It was literally just the same letter, just change a few words every single time. Will going on his travels, like, yeah, it was kind of interesting, but like not a lot happened. It was just kind of him and Tessa having the same kind of like fever dreams of seeing each other, and it just felt quite repetitive at times. Favourite bit was like at the end, once the main battle had kind of been done and we kind of got closure on everything in the epilogue. That really boosted it for me. It was probably going to be a 4, but I rated Clockwork Princess a 4.5, which is lower than the other 2 books purely because of that repetitive nature of it. It was so close to being a 5 because of the ending and the epilogue. I do have a bone to pick though, like, how has Jem just randomly, one day, not a silent brother? I don't get it. Maybe someone explain that to me. How is he no longer a silent brother? I don't know. But I'm not complaining because him and Tessa get to be together now. I feel like she just wanted a throuple. Literally just did not want monogamy. We also talk about the fact that as soon as she found out Jem had died, she jumped straight on Will. Like, give it 10 seconds, babe. You literally just moved on like that. I'm going to talk about the series overall. Genuinely loved it. My favourite book is definitely Clockwork Prince though. I just love Tessa and Jem in this, and I kind of loved the countdown storyline of it. I think it all blended really, really well together. Did I love it as much as the Last Hours series? No. But what I think is that them books are going to make me love the Last Hours even more, so I'm going to have to do a 3rd reread of them. Things that I'm going to pick up on now and connections I'm going to see. In Clockwork Princess, Elias Carstairs, Cordelia's father, tries to give Will Cortana. Do you even know the significance of that? Like, that is so iconic. Overall, this series was probably like a 5-star series for me. I absolutely loved it and I would reread it in the future. Last thing to say is, James Carstairs, I literally love you so much. Thank you so much for watching this reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. It took me a while to read these because they aren't small books necessarily. I will be doing more reading vlogs on this channel, so please let me know what kind of books you'd like me to read or what you'd like to see, because I'm up for any recommendations. Thank you so much for watching and bye.